What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Garage Session. And today, what are we doing?
What's up? Hello. So it's been a while since our last episode. Today we'll be installing some Factor 55 goodies. We're going to be installing a rope guard, just to keep our winch hook safe, and we're also changing our recovery point at the back. So we're installing the Factor 55 Hitch Link 2.0. And why are we doing this? If you look down, we already have this recovery point, the rear recovery point, but we're starting to introduce some soft shackles in our recovery gear. So move up here. So we have our Ironman 4x4 soft shackles, a lot safer to use. Honestly, we haven't really had the time to, or we haven't gotten into a situation wherein we needed to use the winch or we need to be recovered. Perhaps in the past couple of trips was almost about to use the winch, but nonetheless, overlanding or touring or 4x4 is all about getting prepared and being ready. So I wanted to make sure that we have the right recovery gear, so in case we have to do it, it's safe, it's secure, it's 100% good. All right, so today we'll be installing this. This should be a quick install, but at the same time the rope guard should also be a fairly quick install. I actually removed the winch hook already, and then we'll be installing the rope guard here. Okay, let's do it. Alright, so before we continue with the installation, I just want to say a quick shout out or thanks to the following folks for the items that that we have today. So number one, thank you to Ironman 4x4 Philippines. Again, full disclaimer, these items are not sponsored. We wish it was, right? But we had to pay this with our own money. I just love Ironman products. They're very practical. Their pricing is not highly overpriced, very reasonable, right? Thanks for that, Gee. And then the Factor 55 items, we got this from Factor 55 Philippines, also being managed by Autobots Offroad. So thank you, Randy Lau, for sending these items. I haven't even paid for this, right? But I'll pay for this. Yeah, bill me and I'll pay for it, right? So there. So now that we have that out of the way, let's go to the install. All right. So for this installation, we'll be needing a few items, very basic stuff. So number one, we have a circlip pliers to remove and reinstall the what do you call this? The winch hook, the flat link, right? And then we have a hammer, and then we have a punch, right? And of course we have this what do you call this?
Piece of plastic.
I don't know, this stuff that we need to use to pop out panels and stuff. And later I'll show you what we need this for. All right. Okay. So first thing we're going to install is the rope guard. So it comes with its rivets, because it's going to be riveted here. And this is how we're going to install it. So we'll use this tool, I don't know what it's called, to pop this out, pop the rubber. There you go. Right, and we want to make sure that when we install this, the other side goes to the fair lead, so that you can read the Factor 55 logo and then the warning, right? And then the rope guard will go here. Okay, so what this actually does, as it says, it's rope guard, so it prevents your synthetic rope from getting contact to any debris. I know the plate number is covering it, but when you're off-roading, you're going through a lot of mud and water. Well, water won't even damage the synthetic rope, but mud, your synthetic rope will get exposed to it. So this one should keep it fairly safe. There you go, like that. Okay, and then in the Factor 55 instruction, they recommend to remove both sides of the rubber from both sides. Why? So that when we hit it with a punch later on, we will not get any rebound feeling because of the rubber. Okay, but always remember, make sure that you know which side you're installing the rope guard. It should be like this, right? Actually, if you well, you can install it this way too, right? But just make sure you have the proper orientation when you're pulling your winch hook. You can read the warning. All right. Okay, so we just moved the we just moved we just moved
car.
we just moved
That,
we just
that's
moved
it.
to a place where we can, you know,
Just-
we can do some hammering, and then we just put this hardboard here so we don't damage the what's this, the steps. Okay, so we're gonna put the rope guard here. It came with the punch rivets. There's 5 of them. You get 1 extra.
Just in case
in-
you somehow lose one.
Yep.
I'm not
And
gonna
then
question how you have your own
Right.
devices.
so we remove the rubber so that it lays flat, and then when you punch it, you won't get any rebound feeling. Let's try the first one. There you go.
Okay, you see, this is why they gave us an extra.
Wait,
Flying everywhere.
is it flying everywhere?
Might as well be. Nearly lost one of them.
You have a very small punch. That's why I'm using it the other way around. I reversed it so that you can penetrate fully on the head of this punch rivet.
I know in hindsight it was kind of a bad idea to leave them all here. I'm just gonna move.
Yeah, just hold it. I wonder how much we have to get this through. It's looking nice though. Kind of hit a little bit. It's looking nice. There you go. Then let's do the other 4.
We'll cut to that and we'll see you in a bit.
Yep. There you go. All 4 punch rivets done. This is the first one we used, so we're reusing the combination of the edge, but it's a little bit too small. So I tried using the end, and then on the second one,
That one didn't turn out as well.
yeah, I mean, I tried to use this all the way, but you know, it's ugly. And then on the third and the fourth, we just used this instead, but you know, we kind of blunted the edge of this punch. But nonetheless, still a clean install. I cleaned this up a little bit just to make sure that, you know, in case a rope or anything snags or something, it's not going to be as abrasive. There you go. Okay, so next step is for us to put this back on the synthetic rope. Look, weird reason, kind of scratched it a little bit. Installed. We're going to put the rubber back on the other end. There you go. It snaps into place. This one too. Kind of damaged it a little bit. That's fine. And now we have 2 extra rubber. We're gonna keep this just in case we damage this.
Or we lose them.
Or we lose them. Well, hope. I don't think we're gonna lose them ever. Right? And then let's install this back to the winch rope. We have this circlip pliers. So all we gotta do is to take out the circlip, lock, thimble goes out, and then we'll put the winch rope here, plug it back in, put the circlip. Okay, let's do that. All right, so we'll connect the hook back to the winch rope. Fairly easy. Just put this right here, drop this, and then you have your circlip all ready. If you can zoom in here a little bit, buddy. Just press tight. Oh man,
Alright, wait, we're redoing that. We're redoing that.
That's okay. There you go. Just make sure it sits. There's a channel there. Make sure it sits nicely. There you go. Installed. And that should go like this. Okay, so we've installed the rope guard. Now we're gonna have this go flush into the spare lead. Remember, we installed the worn Bluetooth hub or the Bluetooth connector. So we have control over the winch right here. So just be careful, you don't want to get hurt. There you go. So our rope is protected right there. Alright, now that we're done with the rope guard install, then we're going to install the hitch link 2.0. Right, so again, like what we said earlier, we're using this because this one is tapered. It's easier to use it with soft shackle, right? And this one has a max load rating of 9,500 pounds. That's roughly a little over 4 tons. So that should be sufficient enough for doing recoveries, for pulling the Hilux back, or if we need to pull someone out, like, you know, snatch them out or connect a bow shackle here. Okay, it came with of course factor 55 sticker, and it came with a certificate of testing from the Boys Rigging Supply, right? So this certifies that this actually works as rated, right? So it's always best to use rated recovery points. Doing off-road recovery is very dangerous. I still see some folks using their tow ball, which, you know, it may not have happened, or nothing bad may have happened in their entire time that they're doing off-roading, but why wait for something bad to happen? So don't use your tow ball, use a rated recovery gear. Recovering, off-road, rigging, winching, using a snatch strap, it's very dangerous. You know, it can harm you, and sometimes, you know, worst case scenario, it could even kill you. Okay, let's install this.
That's one way to go. Kill you.
Okay, first thing we gotta do is to remove the locking hitch pin. Yeah, there you go. Very easy. And then take this out, and off it goes. So this one's freaking heavy. It also has a working load limit of 5 tons. This one is a little bit lesser. It's only 9.5 pounds, 9,500 pounds, which is equivalent to almost 4,400 kilos. So that's 4.4 tons. But this is way lighter. This is made of aluminum. This is made of solid steel. And then the difference is this one you can only use this to hook what do you call this? To hook a bow shackle this way, whereas this one you can reverse it like that. So we're still gonna keep this in the rig for our recovery gear. Okay, just have to put this in, and then there you go. Connect the pin. Put the pin lock. There you go. I won't go away. Put the rubber. There you go. We're done.
So you see, this one really required so much intuition just to install.
So here's the main advantage of using this one. Like I mentioned earlier, this is a tapered section. If you're going to use a soft shackle rather than a bow shackle, if you put this in like this, right, it will not damage the synthetic rope or the Dyneema soft shackle because it's not sharp, right? So why do you want to introduce this? Because again, we're trying to promote safe recovery. Soft shackle will always be easier or safer to use versus a bow shackle. So there you go. And that concludes today's garage session. If you like what you're seeing, if you like this channel, kindly click the like button. If you like what you're the things that we're doing here in the garage, you may want to subscribe, and hopefully next time we'd be able to do a quick or a rig run around, right? Show you what we've done with the Hilux. It's pretty much close to completion. Yeah, but you know, whenever you're working on cars, it never ends. Like, you're always looking for something to improve, something to install. But nonetheless, that's for today's video. Again, thank you to Randy Lau from Autobots Auto Works or Factor 55 Philippines for the HitchLink 2.0 and the rope guard. Again, send me the bill so I can pay you. And then thank you Ironman Philippines for the soft shackles. Okay, we'll see you on the next one. Peace!
This is gonna be in the bloopers, but I hate that sound. I wonder if the sound is actually gonna be heard here. What's up, everybody? We're back.
Why me? I thought it was you first.
Oh. Anyway,
You can put that in the bloopers.
so what are we doing?
No, you're supposed to be